Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Golden Jailene. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a face routine. I've been doing the same face routine for like the past season, so like the entire summer. Now I already put on my primer, and I'm wearing the Benefit Professional. I'm gonna go into my brows because I actually do my brows first, even though that doesn't really count as my eyes, but I mean my eyes. It doesn't count as my face. I've already applied lip balm because I always do that before I do my face makeup. Normally I do pencil in the summer because I get lazy. But today I'm gonna do the Ka-Brow. And this is getting old. It's starting to dry up a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit of tea tree oil on my eyebrow brush just to soften the product. This is definitely drying out, and using the oil does help make the product smoother without like completely ruining the product. So this is the shade 3. I actually did my brows off camera just to save time, and the reason why I do brows before anything now is because I can do them as messy as I want and then I can just go in with concealer and fix it. So now I'm just gonna apply my foundation. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit for this. This is in the shade W4, which is Warm 4, Natural Beige. And the CoverGirl one is in Classic Tan. I just pump it directly on my face. Not really ideal, but it's just easier for me. Now that I look ridiculous, I'm gonna take my wet Real Techniques complexion sponge. I just cleaned this so it looks kind of brand new, even though it's not. And I'm just gonna blend all of this into my skin. Alright, so now I'm gonna do my under eye concealer, and I'm gonna start with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, or Maracuya, I like to say it. I have the shades Light, Medium Sand, and Medium, and I only use a little bit, and I use it straight from the tube, just like the foundation. I forgot to mention that the CoverGirl foundation is super sticky, and this concealer is sticky as well. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. So I use the darker one to conceal and the lighter one to highlight. Now I'm going to let this sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna go in with yet another concealer. I'm not kidding. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I hate this concealer for my under eyes, but I love it for cleaning up the brows. Would I repurchase? Absolutely not. This is way too expensive just to clean up my eyebrows. Now realizing I probably should have zoomed in a little bit. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm gonna blend in my under eye concealer. Now I'm just gonna blend out the concealer that's on my eyebrows. You could use a smaller sponge or a small brush, but I've gotten used to easily blending this out with a sponge. So now I'm going to take the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to take this super tiny Real Techniques sponge, dip the little sponge in powder, and I'm going to take the sponge that I used to blend out everything on my face, and I'm just going to make sure there's no creases under my eyes, and I'm going to immediately apply this powder. I also apply some of that powder to my Peach Fuzz because it does brighten that area up very nicely. We're gonna continue using cream products. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Dream Bronze BB. This is in the shade, sorry I'm shaking it up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and just stamp it where I want it to go. accidentally put a little bit like really close to my eyebrow, but that is okay. We're gonna blend this out with the same sponge. Next, I'm going to take 2 more L'Oreal products. This is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blush in the shade Softberry. These are super pigmented, and that's why I like using these directly from my hand. I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush that I love using with cream blush. I'm just going to tap my brush into this. I'm going to use this on my face. I believe this is called the Ultimate Blending Brush, and I like to stipple it on, kind of subtle, but I think it makes a difference. This blush is also a little bit glowy. Now I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Glow Illuminator. This is in the shade Ice. And I have to work with this super fast because they do dry very quickly. So I like to go little by little and blend it. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Ooh, that was too much. Alright, so at this point, I've let the powder sit for enough time, so I'm just going to dust this off. Now I'm going to take my absolute favorite face powder. This is not even a face powder. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Light Bronzer. I've been using this so much, so I'm going to go in with this powder, and I'm using my Wet n Wild powder brush. And I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And yes, it seems a little dumb to put powder over this highlight, but look, it still shines through. Now I'm just gonna set my brows with some gel, more L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumber in the shade Light to Medium towards the front. And I'm also using medium to dark on the tails of my brows. I'm gonna go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm going to be using all 3 shades. I'm not kidding. I like to mix all 3, and I'm gonna start on my forehead. And I like to go all around the perimeter of my face. I also apply it to my jawline. I really do follow that 3 shape when I contour. For my nose, I'm just going to use this middle shade right here, and I'm going to pinch the brush and blend that in. Next, I'm going to take some powder blush, and I like to switch up my blush every day, but I've been wearing the Clinique Soft Press Powder Blusher in the shade Pink Blush. It's in this palette right here. This is a crown brush that I got from BoxyCharm. I don't even know if it's a blush brush, but I use it for blush. I'm going to go into the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. And I like to use an eyeshadow brush. Just feel like it's a lot more precise now. Look at that glow! I like to apply it here, like above my eyebrows a little bit. Apply it to the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose. My cupid's bow, my chin. I haven't re-dipped yet. I'm going to re-dip now. This is my second dip. And lastly, I like to set my face with MAC Fix Plus. Okay guys, so this is my summer face routine. I know I might look a little crazy since I'm not wearing any eye makeup, not even any mascara, and I am wearing this really nude lip gloss. This was just something that was on my desk. But I'm going to be filming some videos where I'm trying out some other eyeshadows. That's why there's no eye makeup in this video. Besides, this video was strictly for face makeup anyway. I've been loving this face makeup routine. It's been my favorite for the past 2.5 months. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, that primer is not blended in. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I can never speak. I'm not getting anything right today. I was about to say the NARS Shape Tape. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the arm,